Good evening, everyone. Today is lecture 6 on technology tools for early childhood education. These are the aims for today's lecture: to understand the importance of appropriate technology in early years education, to provide guidelines for selecting and using developmentally appropriate technology tools, to explore strategies for adapting tech tools to diverse learning environments, to identify culturally relevant educational apps and resources, and finally, to encourage critical evaluation and selection of culturally relevant apps. Now, what is the role of technology in education? In education, there are several areas of technology that play a crucial role in enhancing teaching, learning, and educational outcomes. These include educational technology, or EdTech, as you may have heard like that, information technology, digital technology, communicational technology, education, software and applications, learning management systems, and online learning platforms. Now, when I talk about educational technology, it encompasses a wide range of tools, platforms, and resources designed to support teaching and learning. These may include whiteboards, educational software, online learning platforms, and digital textbooks, just an example. Information technology plays a significant role in education by providing access to digital resources, communication tools, and information systems like computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, and so on, and internet for that matter. Digital technology includes various digital devices and content used for educational purposes. These include cameras, audio recorders, video cameras, e-books, digital art book tools, and digital storytelling platforms. Educational software and applications are specifically designed to support learning and skill development, like educational games, language learning apps. And since we're talking about Asian countries and schools where you may have students from other countries from around the world, these would be beneficial, the language learning apps. Learning management systems, they provide a centralized platform for delivering online courses, managing course materials, track student progress, and facilitating collaboration and communication between different stakeholders. And finally, online learning platforms. These are a wide range of they can offer a wide range of courses and educational resources accessible over the internet. Now, these technology areas in education are instrumental in promoting active learning, personalized instruction, collaboration, and access to educational resources to ultimately enhance the teaching and learning experiences for our students. Now, when we talk about technology in early years education, I'm referring to the use of digital tools, resources, and devices to support teaching and learning and child development in preschool, kindergarten, and early primary school settings. Technology in early years education includes a range of educational technology tools and resources designed specifically for our young learners, as well as appropriate integration of digital devices and media into the learning environment. Now, these are some aspects of technology in early years: educational apps and software, Now, when thinking about educational apps and software, they need to be developmentally appropriate apps and softwares designed to engage young learners in interactive learning activities. These may include literacy apps, math games, educational videos, and creative art and music programs. In terms of interactive whiteboards and smart boards, you may have access to touch screens in your class or touch interactive displays that allow you to engage your students in interactive lessons and activities. These boards can be used for collaborative learning, visual demonstrations, and multimedia presentations. Digital learning stations are dedicated spaces or stations equipped with the digital devices such as tablets or touchscreen computers. You can see in one of the pictures on the slide, where there's a table where 3 children are interacting with the digital screen. Digital storytelling tools. There's another picture there where students are engaging and listening to a story. Now, these enable children to create and share their own stories using digital media or listen to stories and develop that enjoyment for learning. Educational websites and online resources. So these tools and these websites and online platforms that offer age-appropriate educational content, activities, and resources for early learners. These can include digital books, educational videos, and interactive games. Now, assistive technology, these are designed to support children with special needs or disabilities in accessing the learning, so the curriculum, so to support them in participating in the learning activities. And these may include translator, communication devices, and software with accessibility features. So in all, technology in early years aims to enhance learning experiences, promote active engagement and exploration, and support children's development across various domains, including cognitive, social, emotional, and physical development. So when used appropriately and thoughtfully, technology can be a valuable tool for enriching the early childhood learning environment and preparing young learners for success in a digital world we find ourselves in. Now, when considering appropriate technology use in early years education, it's essential to take into account not only the global context, but also the specific needs and access to technology in your country, where there may be varying levels of access and resources. So here are some considerations and appropriate technology uses. So accessible devices. So you can utilize devices that are widely available and affordable, such as tablets, smartphones, and laptops. Now, in areas with limited access to technology, trying to consider alternatives like community access points, shared devices in school or libraries, or even basic feature phones with educational content. Now, in terms of quality content, try and prioritize educational apps, games, and digital resources that are developmentally appropriate, culturally relevant, and aligned with your early learning goals or your curriculum, your learning outcomes. Look for content available in multiple languages, including local languages spoken in Asian countries, to support your diverse learners. Now, in terms of interactive learning tools, choose ones that engage children actively, promote exploration, and support hands-on learning experiences. Examples Could be interactive ebooks, digital art book, tools, and multimedia resources. Offline and off-tech options. Now, we need to recognize that not all families or communities have consistent access to the internet or digital devices. So try and offer offline alternatives such as printable resources, activity books, and educational toys. Because at the end of the day, we do want all our learners to access the learning so they can achieve the learning outcomes, your learning goals. So it's our role as educators to facilitate that, regardless of the family's situation. Digital literacy and safety education. So integrate digital literacy skills and online safety into the early childhood program to empower children and the parents to navigate technology responsibly. And you can do this through guidance on safe internet usage, privacy protection, and critical thinking skills to evaluate online information. And finally, cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. So ensure that technology and digital content are culturally sensitive, inclusive, and representative of diverse backgrounds, languages, and experiences that reflect your context, your cohort. Because again, it needs to be relevant for the students. Because if it's relevant, they will be more open to the learning experience and engage with it. So, and with this, you can collaborate with local educators, content creators, and community leaders to develop or adapt digital resources that resonate with Asian cultural values and context. So by considering these factors and appropriate technology uses, you can harness the potential of technology to support children's learning and development while addressing the diverse needs and context in your country. Okay, so when adapting technology tools to diverse learning environments, it is essential to ensure equitable access, meaningful engagement, and effective learning outcomes for all learners. Now, this is why and how you need to adapt. Different learners have varying needs and abilities, which we all know and are aware of. So adapting technology tools would involve making them accessible to individuals with disabilities, ensuring that everyone can participate and benefit from learning experiences. For example, screen readers, captions, and alternative input methods. We need to make sure it's cultural relevant. So because it needs to, like I mentioned earlier in the previous slide, it needs to resonate with the learner's cultural background, languages, and experiences. And adapting tools to diverse cultural contexts helps create that inclusive learning environment where all students feel valued and represented. Language support. It's by providing multilingual support in technology, which would enable children who speak languages other than the primary language of instruction to access the content and participate fully in the learning activities. Differentiated instruction. So adapting technology tools to support differentiated instruction means catering for the individual learning styles, preferences, and readiness levels. So personalized learning features, adapting algorithms, and flexible content options to allow learners to progress at their own pace and receive targeted support or enrichment based on their needs. In terms of flexibility and adaptability, diverse learning environments may require flexible and customizable technology solutions that can be tailored to specific instruction goals, curriculum frameworks, and teaching approaches. So module platforms, open educational resources, and customizable learning management systems empower educators such as you to adapt those technology tools to meet the unique needs of your learners and contexts. When adapting technology tools in terms of digital literacy and skill development, this involves providing opportunities for learners to develop digital literacy skills and competencies necessary for success in the digital age. So scaffolded learning experiences, guided practice, and tutorials that could support learners in acquiring essential digital skills, critical thinking abilities, and responsible online behavior. And finally, UDL, which stands for Universal Design for Learning, is its principles emphasize the multiple means of representation, engagement, and expression to support the diverse learning preferences and ability. So adapting technology tools to diverse learning environment is crucial for promoting accessibility, cultural relevance, language support, differentiated instruction, flexibility, digital literacy, and UDL principles. By making technology tools inclusive and responsive to the needs of all your learners, you can create an equitable, and empowering learning experiences for everyone. Now, there are several culturally relevant educational apps suitable for learners in Asian countries. Now, these are just a few that I've heard or come across that are culturally relevant educational apps suitable for learners in Asian countries. Now, when selecting educational apps, it's essential to consider cultural relevance, language support, alignment with your curriculum that you follow to the standard, and engagement features, which tailor to the needs and preferences of your targeted audience. Now, these mentioned who are they suitable for and a brief description, so you can have a read. Okay. Now, if you need more time, you can always pause the video. But I would like you to explore these suggested culturally apps and think about how could you support the deliverance of your curriculum, but also promote a higher level of engagement in learning. And after you explore these suggested apps, do you know any other culturally relevant educational apps that other educators could use? If you do, please share at the next live feedback session. That would be great. Because as in educators, it's all about sharing and collaborating and networking with others and supporting each other to support our students, because we all have the same end goal, which is to support our children to achieve their full potential. Okay, so this marks the end of our lecture. I would like you to pause and reflect and answer these 3 questions. What do you know now? How do you feel about it? And what might you use in the future? So, you can spend 3 minutes in this. And when you're ready, you can move on. So, in today's lecture, we talked about the importance of appropriate integration of technology tools to enhance learning experiences for our young children by following guidelines, adapting tools, and selecting culturally relevant educational apps and resources. We can create an inclusive and engaging learning environment that promotes the holistic development of our young learners. So, and again, thinking about the world we are in at the moment and how fast technology is developing and progressing. We, as educators, we need to really spend some time and really think how we can use technology to further enhance our young learners' learning, so they can develop holistically. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.